already know what time it is. Frontier Truck Tour Monday. Here we are. Talladega Super Speedway. 6 races into the inaugural season of the Frontier Truck Tour. iRacing, alcohol, the beautiful mix of both. Today I'm drinking Kyle Busch's Rebel Bourbon with a little bit of Pepsi as a mixer. 32 cars here for tonight. It's going to be a banger. On pole for tonight's race. He's won 3 races this season already. The 07 of Dylan Herventon. Here he is, baby. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Oh, Herventon boy, you got a copy.
What's up, man?
Oh, look at you up front again here at Talladega. How do you feel about a super speedway race? Do you get a pit in your stomach when you look in your mirror and see 31 trucks ready to topple you for that top spot?
You know, it's one of those races that you just kind of got to put yourself in the right position at the right time. And it kind of, I'm not going to say there's not any skill involved, but there's a lot of luck involved too, trying to miss the big wrecks. So yeah, seeing 31 trucks definitely gets in your head a little bit, because that's could be a recipe for disaster real quick.
Well, you're on a magical run right now here. 3 career wins, looking for 4, leading the championship. Is this a make it or break it race for you, or is this something the drop week could eat and you still feel like you're up there at the top?
Well, we'll see. You know, my plan is just to kind of keep it up here the best I can. If we wreck out, we wreck out. You know, it's hard to figure out the best way to strategize a race like this when it's changing so quickly. You know, I'd like to keep the points lead, and ultimately that's my main goal. But if we can, you know, score a good finish here and maybe even a win, we'll go for it.
Alrighty, Dylan, you guys picked up a handful of extra drivers to join as part of that 67XI racing team. A lot of guys who were just alone, standalone dudes. Maybe you raced with them already, maybe you haven't. It looks like it's going to be about 7 guys strong. Is that going to be enough to be in control here tonight?
We'll see. I think if you have even the right 1 or 2 guys, you know, it makes things a lot easier than being by yourself. So it's definitely going to be helpful, nonetheless, maybe even an advantage. So,
alrighty, Herbertson, we're going to send you back down. Have a good race, bud.
Appreciate it, man. We'll see you.
So there we go, your pole sitter, Herbertson, looking like he's going to come out of here a champion. He's looking real good in those points, leading over Aiden Gould. One more time around, we will take the green flag. Let's go ahead and do something as a as a Frontier Truck Tour first. We're going to join in and listen on some team comms. WBR, about a 6-man strong team. Let's listen and see what they have to say pre-race.
Right now, Prime Day is in just a couple days from here.
It was really weird because they just kept talking about Prime, and I like gained like 4 or 5 viewers from it.
Yeah. Amazon and the execs were like, this one, Kim.
You know, we got our game faces on here, Noah.
Yeah, don't worry, buddy.
Hey.
We'll be locked in. But yeah, seriously, let's talk more about Amazon Prime. I could use another sponsorship.
Amazon Prime, where you can get your racing and everything else for sim racing.
Okay, so those guys are having a hoot talking about Amazon Prime. That was Ethan Walker talking to Raymond Wimmer. I think Greg piped up and shouted out us on the broadcast. Also in that call, Jacob Alicia, Daniel Nans, Jake Hare. So we're going to be jumping call from call when the timing is right, listening in on team comms, see what these guys are strategizing about, what they have to say. But this is going to be one exciting race. The only super speedway on the schedule, and it's a double header for the Player Advancement League umbrella for iRacing. Today, it's the Frontier Truck Tour Dega Dash. Tomorrow, it's the $100 to win all-star race ticket puncher, the Talladega Derby. I told some of these guys in here who aren't in PAL on Tuesdays, you could earn yourself a provisional based off of how you guys perform here and the amount of maturity you're able to show. We'll see how that works out. Like I said, 32 trucks in the field. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your most famous words in iRacing. It is time for your go time music. It's a long tri-oval all the way to that start-finish line. Can we keep her clean?
Green flag, green flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dega, baby! Oh my gosh, carnage already. I thought I saw Ethan Walker get shot down to the bottom of the track, perhaps hit the apron, and shot right back up. And I don't know if I saw any contact. Maybe Samuel Lang made contact with him. That was insane. We got to go take a look at a replay. Already lap 1 trouble. We're looking at that orange Tennessee Volunteers truck. Comes down in front of Spencer Burton and just, I don't know, balked a little bit. And look at this entire field miss him. Wow. Let's take a look exactly what happened inside the cockpit. You're going to see Ethan. He moves low and then leaves the gap open, and Spencer just gets into him. And a slight contact with, I think, might have been Samuel Lang. The rest of the field gets through. I mean, you're going to see Ethan move down to the bottom, fill that gap. I don't know if he thought that, I just don't understand. He went back to the middle and Spencer just drove into the left rear, but watch this. This is tight. I don't know who that is actually up there. That's not, ooh, that was close. Yeah, that wasn't Samuel Lang, but everybody in this field, immaculate job of getting out of the way. That could have been bad. And we get to take a chill pill. Go check on Ethan Walker down there on pit road. Let's go ahead and get him up at the booth and get an interview from the 48.
Here.
Ethan, Noah in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Can you give us a little rundown? What happened there? It looked like you filled that hole low. You moved up a little bit, and a truck came to your inside. Has there been any discussion between you and that driver to really find out what happened?
I think he had a run on the bottom. There was a big gap, so there was a lot more air for him than there was for me, and he just had the run. I think when I went down, he just got me in the right rear after a little bit. He said he wasn't ready for the checkup. That's what
All right,
he
Ethan.
relayed to me. So.
Okay, well, thank you, Walker. How's the damage? I know you had to tow there. You think you'll get back out here and still dice it up?
I doubt it. My wheel went a whole 360 and would not turn. So, probably my race.
Alrighty, well, we're going to send you back down, Ethan.
Well, thank you.
Unfortunate there for Ethan Walker. But as we stare at the Yellowwood sign, there we go. He seems to be out of it. Look back towards the front. Dylan Herviton held on to that lead. Coming out of turn 2, Ricky Mendonca is going to restart second. Daniel Nann, Stephen James, Raymond Wimmer, Aiden Gould, Jake Hare, Douglas Henry, Matthew Legatt, Jacob Alicia. We saw a handful of guys head down to pit road, top off with fuel. Even though we just had a caution lap 1, a lot of these guys expecting fuel strategy to be the way to win. Have a few extra in the tank. Try to outcycle other drivers. A lot of guys that did go in pit were out of that Yee racing team. Brett Murphy, Chris Sawyer, Derek Stanley, and Mitchell Mumma. Let's go ahead and listen and see what they got going on.
I'm hitting the gas. I ain't floating.
What's going on here?
Well, we're under caution, Derek.
Your pal Rowdy. What's up, pal?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
I think he's in the wrong chat.
Oh.
Let's see what I
I
can
just
do.
heard
here.
somebody join and I was like, what's going on?
Can I kick him?
No, just leave him. What number is he in this race?
He's taking our strategy.
We got no strategy right now anyways, bitch.
Yeah, we're going to the front.
I'm actually...
No,
Okay.
we're just trying to stay away from the 51.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out. Could be pal.
I think he's already done.
Outside lane, 96.
We talked about it during the drivers meeting that I was going to hop around and listen in. Half of them thought I was a driver trying to listen on information. The other half were like, we ain't got no strategy. We're just hammered down to the front. That was interesting. Maybe they didn't get the memo, but I'm excited. We got Hervitzen down there with 67 XI Racing. Let's listen in here. He is the man who will be in control, so I wonder if he's going to relay information to his teammates to better the restart. 67 XI Racing. Let's listen in.
Dude, that's fucking actually tempting. I would actually do it, but I'm in California, so.
I'm in Arizona, bro. We're close.
What? Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Are you dude, I would take the
serious.
Raptor. I would take the Raptor, because I'm just going to start saving money for a hobby stock anyway, just out of my own pocket.
Bruh, I'm gonna get with you. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I will get with you.
Wait, where in Arizona are you?
Phoenix.
Okay, that's a... I'm in
We can
Sacramento.
meet in the middle. Oh, you're up top.
Yeah, it would come with 2 cars. So
Huh?
we're gonna have to... You'd be getting 2 cars out of this. So one of them... We'll get into the details, but... One of them's an old pickup.
Got a race car and a parts car.
Basically, kind of. Well, the parts car isn't even really the same. It's not even the same thing. It's just you're just gonna take the motor and the tranny out of that and put it in the Celica that was. It's got 50 wins on asphalt. It's got dirt track suspension on it now, though. It just needs that and some tires. And the body rivets and shit like that. But all the body panels are there. Should be.
Hell yeah. I'm genuinely down. Good luck, guys.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. Here we go again.
There we go. I'm speeding.
Green, green,
I don't
green.
want to speed. God. Jump up. Oh, just like that.
Shut up.
Well, they were real chatty there under caution. I think somebody's buying a hobby stock from somebody else. I don't really know what was going on there, but it appears that that team has some pretty good chemistry going on. We heard Ricky Mandoka, Keith Gribben, Jordan Marion all talking. Dylan Hervitzen, of course, starting up front. Ricky Mandoka told him when he was able to clear up, and here we go. We got a battle. We're going to make it one lap into this race. Jaheim Carty all the way up on that top line. Third lane, getting no help. He's dropping to the back. Dylan Hervitzen leads that top line. Daniel Nans leading that bottom line as part of that WBR alliance. He has Raymond Wimmer just in tow. Ricky Mandoka in the 46, followed by the 8 car of Aiden Gould. As they head down the backstretch, lap 6 out of 75, 70 laps to go. And now it looks like we got a third line. Dylan Hervitzen, Ricky Mandoka shuffled up to the top. Here comes Aiden Gould up the inside. In the middle line, Douglas Henry, Jacob Licia in tow. These guys are just dicing it up right now. 3 wide already at Talladega. Everybody trying to get track position before they settle in and play the fuel strategy. Aiden Good will lead that lap side by side with Daniel Nans, Dylan Hervitzen on that top line. 3 trucks strong. Those are all 67 XI drivers on that top line. Spencer Burton joins the pair. Oh, 4 wide just behind them, and it's going to result in a spin. Oh, no. Big trouble. Joshua Porzanas either came down across somebody's nose or got hooked. And we don't get an incident report, ladies and gentlemen. We will have to look manually, but Josh P. sideways. When they went 4 wide, we saw that coming. Here we go. I have to manually look back so we don't get a replay. So throughout the corner, you can see Jaheim Carty on that top line. He looks to the top. Josh lets him have it. So where does this go wrong? Lane kind of coming up. There's not a lot of room there. I don't even know who to really say whose fault that was. Josh P kind of holding his line. Lane might have come up and got him in that left rear. Who else gets involved? I think is that the 42 there? Yes, it is. Unfortunate. Oh, Dylan Simmons right front damage on that 09. And that's another caution. All these guys catching up to the pace car. Daniel Nams was able to take the lead. Let's listen on that team that was involved in that wreck. Dylan Simmons, Luke Chadwick, Michael Alfaro, Samuel Lang.
Yeah, Ray Cohn's played by Jeremy Strong from Succession. Really good actor.
Succession's on my list too.
Oh, dude.
It is, that's too much damage for me.
Sorry, man.
I quote Succession almost as much as The Sopranos.
You know what? Man. It would be someone with an Alabama card.
Back,
you know.
snap back. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna take the gas. I'm gonna take the gas.
Damn it.
You got disconnected?
Yeah. Let's see if I can try that.
Oh, good old Josh
I went to pits. So.
I mean, to be fair, like, Josh only got you because I got him. Like,
is that what happened?
I don't know. I need to watch the whole replay. But I know at one point we were 3 wide, and next
I
thing
believe
I know, he across my nose. So if you're out, tell me what happened.
I believe Josh came down into you. He was running.
Deflect.
Well, Dylan Simmons says he is out of the race already. Samuel Lang and Dylan Simmons saying Josh P came down. Maybe our angle wasn't the best. It did look like there was more upwards out of Sam, less downwards out of Josh P. Still, your top 11 have yet to pit to top off fuel. A lot of trucks did. Luke Chadwick got disconnected for internet issues. There is a lot going on right now, a lot to unpack. Daniel Nans cycles out your leader. Let's talk to Daniel. We don't really get to talk to him that much. Hey, Daniel, no in the booth. You got a copy? Daniel Nance? Got a copy? One more time. Daniel Nance, no in the booth. You got a copy? Communication issues with Daniel Nance. Not quite sure what's going on. We wanted to get an interview from him. I saw his ring lighting up, but I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. So maybe we talk to Raymond, who is giving him the push. Raymond, no in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, here you are. You're second on the bottom. You're pushing a direct teammate right in front of you, trying to outcycle those 67 XI guys on your outside. What's the pace right now? 2 cautions in with 10 laps. Are you guys just trying to get out front, keep the track position? Do you just want to play it safe? How hard are you going to push Nance to keep him out in front?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to maintain track position. You know, you want to keep a teammate on your nose at all times, get him out front, get the clean air, and assert some dominance here. But Right now it's still conservation mode. You know, anything can happen. You know, lap 10 here, coming to a restart. Anything goes. Staying clean, keeping together, and working on that first green flag pit stop. That's the goal right now.
Raymond, we had a lot of guys just pit. They're going to have roughly 8 to 10 laps more in the tank. Does that worry your guys' WBR Alliance team?
No, not really. It's Talladega. Anything can happen. 8 laps is nothing. You know, for all we know, me and Daniel here could go into some serious conservation mode and save 10 laps of fuel by dropping back, 10th, 12th. And them guys, find themselves pushing up front, and then it starts to equalize out.
Alrighty, thank you, Raymond.
Yep, have a good one.
We'll send Raymond back down. Daniel Nance will be in command. Dylan Herviton, Raymond Wimmer, Ricky Mandoka. Head-to-head there with teammates and Douglas Henry, Spencer Burton, Jake Hare, Jacob Alicia, Greg Jody, and Aaron Warren, your top 10. And as it appears now, Luke Chadwick did make it back out on track, although he is 1 lap down. He was able to reconnect. That's a wave around he could get or a free pass. If a caution comes out soon, he'll get that. 28 trucks on the lead lap. 29 running. Dylan Simmons, Josh Porzanis, Ethan Walker are all out of this race already. Into the restart zone. Daniel Nance will be in command.
Green, green, green.
Herviton blinking on that top line, but it's only 3 trucks up there right now. If they want to get a truck down the bottom line, they have to clear Nans now. That top line really losing ground just behind that trio, but they're keeping the momentum. Bottom line seems to be struggling with speed here on the exit. Herviton is clear. Does he abandon his boys? Yes, he does. The call might have been made to move low, and they're going to continue to battle up there. Greg Jody, the only guy up there on top, leading that line of cars behind him. Catching Spencer Burton, Ricky Mandoka. Dylan Herviton returns to the lead. Nans, Raymond Wimmer, Douglas Henry, Jacob Alicia, Jake Hare on that bottom line. Here comes the run off the top. Ricky Mandoka, can he clear? Around the top side. And I wonder if they're just going to plant that truck there and try to control both lines. Teammates leading this race. Spencer pushing his teammate Ricky out front. And we are going to keep it green flag for another pair. Ricky Mandoka leading, gets pushed out in front. He will clear, drops down in front of his teammate. Now Spencer Burton leads that line. No teammates behind him, just, I believe, Greg Jody there with the black-nosed truck. Oh, Dylan Herviton. I thought he was jumping to the middle there for a second. Awesome racing right now. Oh, well, I don't know why we're on that camera. They're not there yet, driver. And so Burton getting a good push of Greg. I don't think Greg makes a move. I think he's just going to hang on him there. Still side by side. 2 lines right now. Wonder if these guys are tired of cautions. They just want to fill in. It's hard to get myself to commentate these races because I love just listening to cars rip around a super speedway full song. on board with Raymond Wimmer, who we just interviewed. Jaheim Carty in that 96 making his first start in Frontier Truck Tour, a longtime PAL Racing veteran in that 96. We see an outside line getting formed. I believe that is the 20 car of Ronnie Lane all the way up there. Try to get something going. It doesn't work out. He's still sticking up there. A few trucks looked high. But look at this long line here on the bottom, all the way back to the tail end of the field. All those guys back here are saving and doing a good job of that. Spencer Burton out front will get credited with leading this lap. Ronnie Lane still trying to get something done. Spencer Burton leading that top line. Ricky Mendoza to his inside. Jaheim Carty getting a really good charge right now. Second truck on that top line. He's somebody that wants to go out there and lead. I wonder if he tries to make a move. He has Aiden Gould just behind with Samuel Lang. That top line, a lot of Alliance drivers. And everybody right now is just settling in, trying to save fuel. We haven't seen these teams really group up. As still a good mix of guys in different spots. Jaheim Carty, as Spencer Burton drops down to the bottom, he will be the one leading that top line. He almost opened up the door for Aiden. Aiden lifts, lets Jaheim back in. And that top line grabs a parachute and drops back about 3 trucks. Daniel Nans on the rear bumper of Hermanson. Little antsy trying to get that bottom line to go. A lot of trucks really flirting with that double yellow line. Don't put too much on there, you're going to spin out. But how about Jaheim Carty looking for the lead? He'll get the push, and Jaheim Carty, his first time back underneath the PAL umbrella in 2025. And it'll be leading a lap. Excuse me, big voice crack. How about that for Jaheim? Tight bottom there. Ooh, that got close. Spencer Burton returns with Ricky Mendoza just there on his tail. But both lines are about even in terms of length. We're seeing everybody starting to slowly move down to that bottom. Ricky Mendoza has just been glued to that rear bumper of Spencer Burton, his teammate helping him out. Jaheim Carty gets the push from Aiden Gould, is able to drop down to that bottom line, and now Jaheim is in control of this race. That top line is still getting good momentum on the exit of these corners. Jaheim leading. Spencer Burton right there on his tail. Aiden Gould now leads that top line. Samuel Lang, Matthew Legiat in tow with Aaron Warren and David Wright in that 42 truck. Samuel Lang doing everything he can to push Aiden Gould all over the rear bumper. He's going to get Aiden Gould just about even with Jaheim Carty. Right now, Samuel Lang is all alone. He has no teammates around him, just WBR Alliance drivers and PAL familiar faces like Aiden. Jaheim Carty, look at him controlling both lines. This time Aiden gets to the left rear. I think Jaheim still has a better run here with Burton pushing. And I don't think Jaheim is really concerned about saving fuel. I think he's just having the time of his life. A third line wants to be formed up there. I think that's Brett Murphy and the 9 truck of Chris Sawyer. Yes, it is. They will drop back in line. Aiden Gould, in the meantime, dropped low in front of Jaheim from the push out of Samuel. And now it is Legiat's turn. Oh, a crash in the back. Oh, a big pile up on the front stretch. Multiple trucks involved. Jaden Alexander, Stephen James, Keith Gribben, Ronnie Lane, Derek Stanley. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, Ronnie Lane. Oh, up and over on his lid. Ronnie Lane, I think that was Ronnie Lane, just dumped Stephen James. Ronnie Lane in that 20 truck. Left rear Stephen James, and then just unaware that he's that close. The butt snorkeler up on his roof almost. Driver's side window, and here comes the rest of the field. Alexander in the back of Lane. See the 76 there involved with Derek Stanley. All sorts of mess. Oh my. I mean, look at that. Gnarly. Oh, we got to go back further. Ronnie Lane coming. Oh. He just has a run. Butt snorkeler right there, still respectively in the second lane. Comes to the inside. Oh, he just drifts up the track. Butt snorkeler wasn't even coming down. And look at that. Up on the wind and net. Jake Hare actually kind of saves him maybe. Arca braking coming out from a couple of trucks as well. I think the 10 truck there of Jordan Marion got into somebody's rear bumper. And that brought us to pit stops. iOverlay is having a stroke right now. Why iOverlay's freaking out. We're going to wait for it to respond. There we go. Thank you. Brett Murphy cycles out your leader. He did not pit there. I don't know why. He's going to be really off cycle when everybody else has to pit. Good pit stops at Aiden Gould, Matthew Legiat, Samuel Lang. Aiden Gould, Matthew Legiat, and Thomas Melnick are all running tonight. That is your admin team. Let's listen in on them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we'll be fine on one more stop.
I might top off,
Hopefully
I'm
it's
not
just-
sure. It's a rookie move, so... Right?
Aiden Gould, the rookie. Yeah, no, we should be fine. I'm not gonna come in and top off. I'm just gonna save. Pushing the clutch.
Okay. Yeah, we should be okay. We're gonna be right there on the number, though.
I wonder how many
Oh.
laps Brett has left because he didn't pit.
Hey, Brett, did you miss your stall?
Okay.
Because yes.
Yep, there he goes. Oh, now you just control it.
I am the leader.
Have you taken a set yet? Tires?
No.
No,
I
me
did by
either.
accident.
Samuel's gonna be
I
behind.
probably should have. If we get another caution, I'm gonna take him.
Behind you. James not the bad of a pusher. He's just not that great leading.
He looked a little bit swirly.
Well, we pulled some good information. Figured out Brett Murphy did miss his stall, so he went back into pit. Matt Legat, you heard him say, now it's just time to control. Him and Aiden right up here up front. They're talking about Jaheim Carty making his first start in the truck tour. They're confident to use him as a teammate. We've all been drafted teammates before in some other league races and so on and so forth with hosteds and officials. Fun fact about Jaheim Carty, even though he is a road guy, he is one of the only drivers in the field that has an official iRacing Daytona 500 victory. Really proud of Jaheim for that. He could get around it. He puts himself in position at these drafting tracks to be in the right spot and have those smart moves. If he's there at the end, as in he makes it to the end of the race, I tell you this, he is there at the end. He's always in position to capitalize. These came really close in the past to winning Talladega Derbies. But here we go. Appears that we have 26 cars on the lead lap. A few of those guys do have damage. 29 still running. Luke Chadwick still a lap down. Did not get a free pass. I wonder who stole it from him, but here we go into the restart zone. A little bit froggy back there in that EOL line, but we're back under green here. Good launch out of the bottom. Samuel Lang there with Aiden. Aiden will move up to the top to pick up his teammate. Samuel Lang. That truck will act like a parachute. He'll suck back to Jaheim Carty. He's actually hanging pretty well in. Side by side with Matthew Legat. Aiden Gould getting that push. Oh, big move to the top. It's Spencer Burton and Ricky Mandoka looking for the lead. Ricky Mandoka, Spencer Burton, all the way to the top shelf. And we got a car way out of line. That's Greg Jodiet. Greg Jodiet shuffled out. What just happened? Look back towards the front. We're still racing, nearly 3 wide. Aiden and Matt were able to drop down in front of Samuel, hang on to the lead, but we still got guys 3 wide up and down the track, and as quick as they had a run, they begin to fall back. They actually pick up that middle line. It's Dylan Herbertson, picks up his teammate Spencer Burton on that top line. Mandoka all the way back up to the top to give some help. Three wide still. Jacob Alicia jumps into the middle line to pick up Daniel Nans. Getting that middle line moving with Douglas Henry. And another car just jumped out of line with them. That's David Wright to join the battle. Aiden Gould still leads. Matthew Legat in tow. Samuel Lane adding himself to that trio. He needs to find some cars he can trust. Still 3 wide just behind. That top line is falling backwards. That is Mandoka, Burton, and Herbertson. Bottom line looking strong, getting reformed. Oh, big wreck in the back. Cars going every which way. Ricky Wentworth, Jordan Marion involved. Not the Yoo-hoo. And we did not get an incident report. We'll have to manually look back. So I see Marion Wentworth, nose to tail. Oh, so that's Raymond Wimmer getting pushed out of line. The 20 truck checks up. Jordan Marion's not ready for it. And it appears Ricky Wentworth just goes with him. A racing deal. We don't know exactly what happened to Greg, but he got moved out of line again. Just like that, that's another caution. Everybody should be able to make it on fuel now. Let's listen back in on 67XI Racing. Some of those guys involved, as well as Ricky Wentworth and Jordan Marion, teammates there.
Did not see that one coming at all. I know.
It says they got moderate damage, so hopefully it's fixable.
Long track. I think we should be good, man.
Yeah, it says it's just moderate, so I'm thinking I can get it fixed, I hope.
I might come
It'll
get
work
fuel,
out.
just stop off.
Let's stay up.
Yeah, I ain't putting no tires on it.
25, 50, 75.
Did you slide as long as me?
Who, me?
And I'm just gonna take him. Yeah, I'm just gonna take him.
Oh yeah, Jesus,
I should have
slid
came
forever.
in, dude.
Why, didn't you pit? Didn't you pit there?
No, I pit last time, but I mean, why not pit again? Just top off. We're all like mid-pack. It's not a big deal. We just go in, top off, get all linked up, and then just take off again. Try to make our way to the front.
We're actually 9th and 10th. And also,
you know, I also have to pee. Okay.
So say you have to piss. Don't try to pull us down with your shit strategy, okay?
Yeah, long
No,
stop.
my strategy would have worked.
No, it wouldn't have. My ass.
9 minutes optional is crazy, bro.
We'd had the longest amount of fuel run, and then we also been able to just push to the front using everybody else's draft, so it helped us extend our fuel run even longer. We could have stayed out longer there,
laps. We should have 28 more laps, which will get us to lap 60, 55, 60. Okay, and then we'll pit again, and that'll be the last time. So either way, everybody's got to pit again. It don't matter. So I'm just gonna keep my tractor position.
I need one of these dudes to wreck again. Not
I
one of
got my
y'all
sound
though.
pick.
I can't have
I
that.
can go to the
happen
front.
again. That's not good.
Interesting discussion there. Some back and forth. Ricky Wentworth thinks he's still going to be able to stay in it, as well as Ricky Mandonka. Aiden Gould, Matthew Legiat up front. Sam with him, still no teammates with that group. We're not listening with yet. We did one little take with Yee Yee. Let jump back and Mad Dog. Mad Dog right now has Jaheim muted. He's been muted this entire race. He's just locked in. And that's Aaron Warren and Douglas Henry. Doug and Aaron are nowhere near each other. We go find Aaron Warren. He's 11th. Oh, I guess never mind. He caught back up to Doug. Doug in 8th. Let's just go see if those guys are chatting it up.
So yeah,
maybe we can go green.
I'm gonna pit on lap 35.
Let's figure lap 69.
I don't know. He's trying to come
How
up
am I
with a
up here?
strategy.
I shouldn't be here.
Maybe this top line will get rolling, so I won't fall back anymore.
I am the line.
That top line's the preferred line, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah.
Especially when Jaheim's in the bottom lane.
What the what?
Well, it's
I'm
whoever's
giving you shit,
behind the
man.
leader has got to be aggressive and shove the shit out of him. And if the leader's not getting that, it's going to check out the entire bottom line.
Okay, I got you.
A little bit of banter from Doug to Jaheim, and then some good information telling that bottom line just needs to get moving. But we will run her back here, getting close to halfway. Aiden Gould, Matthew Legatt, Samuel Lang, Jacob Alicia, Jaheim Carty, Ricky Mandoka, Douglas Henry, Daniel Nance, Spencer Burton, Dylan Herberton, your top 10. And most people believe that they're able to make it on fuel all the way to the end. When you heard guys talking about topping off, that was if we see restarts, green-white checkers, extending the 75 race lap to whatever it could be. I think we get 3 extra green-white checkers. But here we go. Pace car will pull off, and we'll run her back. Aiden Gould in command of the restart zone. He could go anywhere. Where that blue text starts, you'll see right here on the tri-oval. And we are back to green. Aiden with a good launch. Lane tried to go up there and block Legatt. It looked like it. Legatt will jump to the high line, pick up Jacob Alicia. Ricky Mandoka leaves a gap on the bottom. Jaheim Carty, Daniel Nance. Look at that, 3 lines now. Ricky Mandoka, help from his teammate Spencer Burton. They'll try the 3rd line again. They have no help. Herberton, the other teammate, will jump up there. And now we got some racing. They might be able to build a run here if they get enough momentum off the top. 3 wide. Aiden on the bottom, help with Lang. Legatt, his teammate, controls the middle with Alicia. And that 3-truck trio still building momentum. They're going to draw even, and it is 3 wide for the lead. Those trucks wheel to wheel. Bottom line has the advantage on entry, but it's those top lines that can build the run on exit. How do they fare? Look at this run out of Mandoka. Ricky Mandoka looking for the lead. Legatt just to his inside. Still 3 wide. Legatt drops down to the bottom in front of his teammate of Aiden Gould. Alicia now the leader in the middle. Teammate Douglas Henry just behind. That top line still only has 3 trucks. That might be Robert Keats Jr. in the 1 truck, 4th up there, but still a big gap. They're hanging strong, still 3 lines, still in the mix. Top line starting to fall away now. Middle line getting more trucks to group up. Now 4 trucks strong. Robert Keats Jr. will close that gap. Alicia has a nose out. Can he keep it? Still, only 4 trucks in that top line will begin to hurt them as these laps continue. Already dropped back to right around 3 rows deep. Now back to 4. And it's Jacob Alicia, Matthew Legatt, side by side. Let's listen in on that Jacob Alicia team with Greg Jodia, Daniel Nance, Jake Hare, Raymond Wimmer.
All right, let's go. I'm tired of these checkups on the bottom,
Get
guys.
a good push up the middle. See if I can get ahead. I don't want to leave Doug out to dry though.
These checkups are just gonna get me pushed.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Well, that's what happens when you hit the fucking brakes in the middle of a pack.
Yeah, I know.
There I go. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Now this is Talladega.
This is a bunch of bullshit is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, some choice words out of Raymond Wimmer as it appears he will lose the draft. I think he could stay within enough range. I don't know. I think he might just be out of range. If these guys stay dicing it up, if you look out the nose of Raymond, I think he could actually stay with them. Maybe not. It's looking tough right now. That top line gains trucks, but they're still about 4 rows deep at the moment. Matthew Legatt side by side with teammate Aiden Gould controlling both those lines there. Alicia had a push from Doug, was able to clear, but decided to stay middle with Douglas Henry. Ooh, I thought Alicia was going to jump to the high side. I think he's trying to get air to that nose. And here comes that third line coming back into the picture. Middle line with the biggest run. Here comes the top. Here comes Ricky Mandoka. A push from Spencer Burton. Oh, Robert Keys Jr. loose. Checks up into the butt snorkeler, who was on his lid at the beginning of this race. Back in the hunt, and that's going to hurt that top line. Ricky Mandoka was able to dive to the middle line, but his teammate, Spencer Burton and Dylan Herviton, will definitely fall backwards now. Aiden Gould, Matthew Legatt. Trunk to nose there on the bottom. Ricky Mandoka now getting a push from Jacob Alicia. Two guys that don't really race around each other much, having to figure it out. Ricky Mandoka, Jacob Alicia having a hard time getting some momentum build. I think Alicia may be close to blowing out. That's why you see him jump out of line here. Oh, Ricky jumps up to the top line because here comes a run with his teammate Spencer Burton. Herviton and the 42 at David Wright. Trying to build a run again, trying to keep that top line strong. And here comes Aiden Gould, looks to the middle, gets in front of Alicia. And they continue to control both lanes. All of these guys showing they're good to go on fuel, but a long way to go. That top line now pulls out ahead. Ricky Mandoka clears. Where does he go to pick up? The middle lane. Aiden Gould right there. I don't think he wants to get to the rim bumper. Oh, contact! Contact between Gould and Mandoka sends the 46 up the track, almost 4 wide. At least he gets picked back up by his teammates. But I don't think Aiden wanted to be blocked there. He wants to continue to lead. Has Legatt in tow. That was close. Bottom line got broken up. Meanwhile, that 34 truck, not sure who that is. I don't know who that is supposed to be. Is that a lap truck? Yes, it is. Mitchell Mumma, 1 lap down, joins the fray on the bottom. Is there a chance we can begin to settle in? I don't know. Luke Chadwick is back in the game, though, on the lead lap. That top line builds a monster run, but it only lasts about a lap or two. Make the moves when you can. Jaheen Carty, I think, just jumped to that top line. Try to help it out. Douglas Henry pushing Jacob Alicia to the front now. Comes up, blocks Alicia's run, continues control, drops down to the bottom. Doug pushing Alicia, trying to re-attack. Coming to 42 laps clocked. Out of 75. And it appears that adminship team, especially the duo of Gould and Legat, have led the most laps. Lap truck of the 34, Mitchell Mumma, being respectful. Not getting too egregious, but still trying to make sure he is the free pass truck. Let's go ahead and listen in on that admin team duo of Aiden and Matt. If you're wondering where the third one is, Thomas Melnick goes from being in the tower to on track, but he's specifically staying in the back to keep an eye on things, but he said maybe around 10 to go he'll try to make moves, but he's making sure he doesn't miss a caution opportunity. Jacob Alicia finally clears Doug in tow. Will he drop down this time to control? No, he hangs on to that lead. Now let's go listen in on the Gooner and the Gyat.
Back off. Oh, that's fine. Nice move.
Thank you. Yeah, I was overheating.
I know you were.
But I'll come back down. It's like hopscotch.
Okay. Mitchell behind us, he's a lot down.
Oh, that's who that is. I thought it was Derek.
No. He's 28th, I think he's one down.
Gotcha. Okay, you take it.
Control it. Just need Thomas up here doing be free cars controlling the whole pack.
About 12, 10-ish laps.
Yeah. So like 55, somewhere around there we come.
So I was incorrect. I thought I overheard that these guys were good. Now, they're talking about green flag pit stops, so I must have been wrong. Meanwhile, Douglas Henry, Aaron Warren, finally nose to tail are going to find each other, the 23 and the 66. Let's see if there's any communication going on between the pair, as they're both right there in the mix.
You guys like Philly cheesesteaks better or Reuben's?
Philly cheesesteak kind of guy. Pepper, onions, cheese sauce. Definitely.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my tires here in a second.
Good call, good call.
Turn those bad boys off. We're gonna do green flags.
Thought I'd turn Alicia to get a yellow, but guess I'll wait.
Well, if you can do it and live, that's one thing.
interesting quote there. If you could do it and live, that's one thing. It is confirmed we're going to have some green flag pit stops. Meanwhile, Jacob Alicia dropping to the back, potentially trying to do it to save fuel. He goes backwards, it appears. You can see this field starting to get raring to go for green flag pit stops. Everybody trying to find a spot on that bottom line. The next best team with those guys have been up front is the 67XI crew. Let's listen in on them.
Who knows?
Don't know, buddy.
I need a wreck, though. I got to go to the bathroom. Someone needs to, like...
You made me piss myself.
Whoa.
Sounds like it's getting spicy, Jordan, but not spicy enough.
You're good, buddy.
What'd you say, Ricky?
My stomach's getting a little spicy right now, dude. Uh-oh.
We need to switch?
You're good,
No,
buddy.
we're good.
Next time, if you want to get down, just let me know. I'll let you down.
I got to
It sounded like they were gonna have some action back there, but we need it before
Oh,
they
okay,
get to
I see.
it. Don't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm overheating again.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
I got heartburn. Uh-oh, did somebody blow up?
bruh! I could not hear you. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Nah, I blowed up.
4 sons of guns, dude.
Live on cam, we're on the truck that happens to blow up, and it's going to be a long roll all the way to pit road. That's not something that could be fixed. I think it's time you just pull it off and exit. No fast repairs. I believe he's done. I don't believe there are fast repairs. I could be incorrect. Maybe, I think actually there might be one fast repair. I don't know if he could roll all the way to his box, but that is unfortunate. Now look at this field. Everybody is ready to go. Green flag pit stopping. Ricky Wentworth officially out of it. We're just going to wait and see. Oh, we got pit stops. Here we go. It's that entire 67XI crew that have went down to pit road. Keith Gribben, Ricky Mendoka, Spencer Burton, Ronnie Lane, your pole sitter Dylan Herviton. Hit your box, don't slide through. Herviton has to back it up. And he's still not in the box. It's a lot of movement out of your pole sitter that may be race ending. Here comes the 20 of Ronnie Lane. And the fake 20 of Keith Gribben. They will exit pit road. Let's listen in on that team. Actually, I want to look back to the front because we might have more green stops. Green stops. I think we actually do. Oh, not quite. I saw somebody jump out of line. Green flag pit stops, I mean. Yeah, Herviton really got burnt off of that one. This field will catch him. And who are the next takers? You will have to wait and see what happens. I don't see any more heading down pit road. Does not appear so. Staying out a little bit longer here. So far, Ronnie Lane, Ricky Mendoka, Keith Gribben. Exit pit road fine. What happened to Spencer Burton? Oh my gosh, he's spinning on the exit of pit road, walls it. What just happened to Spencer Burton? Pulls it down to the infield. Let's go take a look at the replay. Exiting pit road, trying to throttle up. Loses it? Hold on now. He had to maybe serve a drive-through. What is that? I don't know what happened to him. That was an odd thing to see. He had to tow. Meanwhile, green flag pit stops are underway. Thank you, Yellowwood. Jaheim Carty, Aaron Warren, Robert Keach Jr., Luke Chadwick, Douglas Henry, the butt snorkeler, and Samuel Lang all head down pit road. It looks like Samuel Lang will exit the best. But that is a head scratcher out of Spencer Burton. We stay green and clean for the rest of the field. Meanwhile, this front pack still yet to pit. Gould Legat, Brett Murphy, Daniel Nance, David Wright, Raymond Wimmer, Jake Hare, Jacob Licia, Greg Jodiet, Chris Sawyer, Derek Stanley, Thomas Melnick, and Jaden Alexander. All yet to pit. I would assume they are coming soon. And now the game begins of who outcycles who. What do you expect to see? Here we go. The leaders come in, completing the cycle. Oh, a lot more trucks stay out than I expected. Daniel Nans is still out there with Raymond Wimmer, Jake Hare, Jacob Alicia. All those guys are in the same call, by the way. So a different strategy instead of coming in with the rest of the leaders. Aiden down on pit road. David Wright, Derek Stanley, Matthew Legat, Chris Sawyer, Brett Murphy, Thomas Melnick. Here come the guys trying to outcycle that group, led by Luke Chadwick, Aaron Warren, and so Ronnie Lane, Ricky Mandoka, Eric Grabin, Keith Gribben, excuse me, the butt snorkeler, Lang, Robert Keach Jr., trying to trap these guys behind him. Right now, Nans, Wimmer, Hare, Alicia, Jody, yet to pit. Let's listen in.
Copy, pitting this time. Pitting this time.
We're coming in, guys. Get ready. Don't slow up until we're out of 4.
Yep. Nans, you stay middle. I'm going to go to the inside a little bit towards the wall so I don't run you over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
19,
just left.
31, 84, 00, all coming in this time.
Thanks, Greg.
1095.
Time.
Don't be too
Here
aggressive,
we go, boys.
We can only lose it on the entry.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm off. Don't speed.
I didn't speed. I'm good.
Sweet.
Good job, guys. That looked clean.
No tires.
No tires, just gas.
How much gas? 13.6 or 11?
Auto fuel. Come on, don't spin the tires off.
They're really
No
going to want to
tires.
spin.
Rolling.
All right, line back up as quick as we can, guys. Whoa, careful in second gear.
Crap. My car is spinning the tires so much.
Whoa.
Short shift.
Sam went below the line and almost smacked into me and Jaker. Wow.
Let's go,
All right,
push.
All right. Settle in. Here we go.
Crap.
Greg, tell me when I can push and when I can't. I'm going to clobber you
Go.
here.
My run's ruined, guys. I can't catch you. And I gotta drive through
Sorry.
'em.
Sorry, man, but we need to focus here. I'm so sorry that your race is ruined.
Yep.
Well, that was eventful. And meanwhile, one truck has yet to pit. He's all alone, went with nobody. He's in a call with another driver. Jaden Alexander has yet to pit. I don't know if he's waiting on a caution. We almost saw one that was close out of Nans. Maybe exactly what happened with Spencer Burton. He talked about second gear being loose. I saw Alicia get a little sideways. But Jaden Alexander, the only other driver that's in his call is Robert Keach Jr. Now, but Robert pits with Gould and Leggett, who at the meantime have cycled their way to the front, but have been met with Chris Sawyer, Brett Murphy, David Wright, Aaron Warren, and Ricky Mandoka, and the rest of the 67 XI crew. So at the moment, Aiden Gould is your leader, your relative leader, because Jaden Alexander has yet to pit. So the battle right now for the lead is these guys right here up front, except Douglas Henry, Stephen James, the butt snorkeler, and Mitchell Mumma, who's back here. So right now, for some reason, Douglas Henry, Stephen James did not have good pit stops. They are one lap down. They now have to battle each other for that free pass at the moment, but we know Nance is going to go a lap down because he had to serve a drive-through. Here goes Jaden Alexander to do his pit stop. So now this field will cycle out. Matthew Leggett, Aiden Gould and company, your leaders. Douglas Henry is a lap down, trying to preserve the free pass or stay on the lead lap by leading. And up top, you have Ricky Mandoka, Ronnie Lane, Keith Gribben. Probably the most put-together team on the exit of the pit cycle. We saw an issue with Spencer Burton. He may be out of the race. There is just so much going on. Yeah, Spencer Burton is officially done. Jacob Alicia joins with Raymond Wimmer, Greg Jodiet, and Jake Hare. Scratch that. Issues with Jake Hare. Jake Hare fell back with Samuel Lang, so we still don't know exactly what is going on. Who all got what penalties. Something happened to Jake Hare. And now we settle in. And these guys are going to roll around for just a few laps before we wind them up. But something to keep your attention on. Douglas Henry is not racing for position. He's racing in hopes of a caution, trying to stay out front, so he doesn't even need to get the free pass or the wave around. He could just stay on the lead lap. Matthew Leggett, Aiden Gould on the bottom. We don't know who's going to win this deal, but right now, Aiden Gould, Matthew Leggett look to be the best. But you can, Jacob Alicia side-by-side contact with Keith Gribben just back there. Keith tried to get up with his teammates. Alicia was there. They door. They're going to hang on to it. David Wright jumps up. And now we got a battle. This pack right here is your battle for the win. But dang, I feel bad for Stephen James and Douglas Henry. Ronnie Lane all over the rear bumper of his teammate Ricky Mandoka, trying to get him out front. They've been glued to that wall the entire race, and now they're going to push, and now they will get up front, but will Ricky Mandoka pull down to clear, or will he continue to pull around his teammates? He stayed up top, and he will fall back. All of these guys don't want a caution to come out. because it hurts their chances of being the ones up front. But the one man that wants one is Douglas Henry. And he is out front. He is just flexing right now, showing that he probably is one of the best guys in the field. But he doesn't have a say on if his name gets written into that winner's line. The Talladega Dash. Leggett, Gould still nose to tail. Still leading. Daniel Nance, slow car on the bottom. The field has to go around him. Contact. It's Gribben. No, it's Aaron Warren. And the 9 car, they save it. What a save. It's not over. Aaron is able to hang on to it, but he loses the draft, and Aaron Warren is out of the battle for the win. Just like that, it turns on its head. Nance stayed to the bottom. He is well within right to do so, and Aaron Warren will bite the bullet. Daniel Nance 1 lap down. He has to battle Douglas Henry for that free pass. Leggett still leading. Coming to the stripe. 10 laps to go here at Talladega in the Frontier Truck Tour. Ricky Mandoka jumps to the high line to get around Doug the lap car with the 64 truck. The 64 truck of Brett Murphy stays in the middle. Ronnie Lane re-picks up his teammate on the top side. But it's still Leggett and Gould glued together. The 64 track knows that if he continues to stay on the rear bumper of Doug, he might be able to set himself up to win this race using Doug the lap car as a pick. What is Doug trying to do when they take the white flag? Will Doug just jump out of line? Those are questions you have to ask. Here comes that top line again. Mandoka, Lane, 2 trucks all alone trying to make it work. Robert Keats Jr. will join them. And still, as Doug comes down in front of Leggett and Gould, trying to hang on to that top spot, Leggett still looks like he is the one in control of this race with Aiden just behind. But Doug flexing his muscles, showing how good he is. He just needs a caution to come out. Here comes that top line. Here comes Ricky Mandoka. Can he get out front enough to clear, and will he leave his teammate of Ronnie Lane to do so? Gould giving Leggett all he can on the bottom, and they stay ahead. Look at all these trucks underneath the blanket. 13 lead lap trucks, 16 in total. Through turns 3 and 4, Leggett still out ahead of the lead lap trucks. Gould right there on his tail. I really like the position that the 64 of Brett Murphy is in, because if Doug takes the white flag, realizes he needs to get out of this battle, and has hopes up for a caution or over, that leaves the 64-year leader, and he has a good pusher behind. Greg Jodiet, Raymond Wimmer, right here in the mix. Getting great practice for tomorrow, but all their thoughts, all of their effort, and all of the sweat is in right here tonight. The Frontier Truck Tour, the Talladega, the race we all wanted to see. And now David Wright jumped up to that top side with the 46 of Ricky Mandoka. And that top line looks as good as it's ever been. And they're going to begin to pull alongside Daniel Nance, Robert Creech in tow. Crossing the stripe, 6 laps to go. And it's getting hairy. Everybody's getting pushy. That top line discombobulated. 4 wide right now. David Wright stuck in between. How do they fall? They're still hanging on to it. They're still just about 4 wide. And Ricky Mandoka with teammates Ronnie Lane fall all the way back. All of that ground they fought for, they will lose. And now Greg Jodiet, Raymond Wimmer will take their place on that top line all the way around on the wall, but they begin to fall back. And the 64 of Brett Murphy, with no help, falls 5 rows deep. Matthew Legat is able to use the draft off of Douglas Henry to set himself up and put himself in a better position. 5 laps to go, still no caution. That middle line starting to create a charge. Brett Murphy, lap truck of Daniel Nance, David Wright. And now, Legat and Gould make the move on the lap truck, but Doug, they make contact. Doug gets sit down, turns back in front of the field, and the lap truck of Douglas Henry causes the big one. All these cars trying to fan out of the way. Brett Murphy, Matthew Legat, Luke Chadwick. And that caution falls, but with Doug being the one that causes it, he does not get that lead lap. Let's take a look at this replay. You're going to see Matt Gould jump to the high side. Doug comes up the side draft and just doors them. Gets sent down the double yellow line. Overcorrects. Chadwick finishes him off. Brett Murphy, everybody's already getting dumped. Chadwick almost up and over. Same thing for Brett Murphy. And all these guys fan to the outside to try to get around. But Luke Chadwick, doing everything he can, might have just done too much. And that changes everything. Your running order right now: Greg Jodiet, Jacob Alicia, Aiden Gould, Keith Gribben, Raymond Wimmer, Ricky Mandonka, Chris Sawyer, David Wright, Ronnie Lane, Robert Keach Jr. That's your top 10. I think we're going to get a natural green-white checkered off of this, if my math is correct. Oh my. What a battle this has been. And I bet Doug is just not happy. Let's listen on the admin team.
For 3 months. What'd you do?
Said a naughty word.
Oh boy.
Three-month chat ban, one month race.
Yeah, I don't understand what he was doing there.
I don't know what Doug was doing. I mean,
be careful not to say the word now.
Yeah, mics are hot.
Children are watching.
We all have fun. I'm gonna.
I think I should have pitted there.
Let's go jump at another team call. 67XI.
I sent a picture of his Nusty, and we told him yes.
Ah.
Well, I'm only gonna fucking 2 laps to get up there and make anything happen, but.
What lap were you on?
73 out of 75, and I'm at 15, and I've got fresh tires, so we'll see.
Ronnie's in 9th.
Ethan's
in 6th.
What is
I'm gonna come get some of his damage fixed, I guess.
Let's keep jumping around. Let's go jump into WBR. Greg Jodiet, Daniel Nance, Alicia Hare, Wimmer.
So what's the plan here? Jump to start, get Jacob behind Greg and see if I can get around Aiden as fast as possible and take off?
I think that's the right call. Yeah, Greg, jump it a little bit, and then you can just pull up in front of me, and then I guess we can go to the top line if that doesn't work out.
Since I'm 14th, I'm going to be high line, and I'm going to try to stick that high line all the way to the front if I can.
All right, that's a good plan for you.
Do you guys think the high line's going to be fast or the?
I don't know. It depends on the start. I feel like if you get a good launch and Aiden follows you and I follow him, we could get a really good bottom dominant, but then Jacob could get screwed.
Right. It's not going to be what's fast. It's going to be what's fastest coming down the backstretch on the final lap.
Which lane has the energy?
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know. Is Aiden going to push you or is Aiden going to try to shoot the middle?
Well, he'll shoot the middle come 4.
I would assume.
Yeah.
But we don't really know.
Yeah.
He might push Greg all the way through. Who knows?
I think Raymond said it best. Who knows? It's not going to be a natural green-white checkered. It will be an official NASCAR overtime green-white checkered. From what I understand, I believe we have 3 of them. Maybe it's only 2, but I have a pretty good feeling it is 3. WBR discussing how they are going to attack this. We're all mad dogged right now. Who knows what's going to happen? I wouldn't count out anybody here. Everyone has a shot to win. Will this be the final restart of the night? Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say here. Oh, baby. This is going to be an eventful one. Greg, Jody in command. We heard the plan. Try to get Alicia down in front. Aiden Gould. Raymond Wimmer on the bottom. Keith Gribben up there in 4th. End of the restart zone. Hearts are pounding. Can we make it around cleanly? Gray gets a good launch. Gould in tow. Through the front stretch. Here we go, baby. Green, white, checkered. Already 3 wide back there in the pack. Raymond all over the rear bumper of Alicia trying to build the charge. Greg will keep it parked on the bottom, allow Alicia to get side by side. Here's the teammates. Look at all the way up to the top line. Ronnie Lane will close that gap. Still, 3 lines now get formed. Here comes Ricky Mandoka, but he has no help. David Wright will send him backwards. Into 3 and 4, and once we get to the white flag, this race will enter under green. That top line trying to build a run. Jake Hare, Ronnie Lane, Ricky Mandoka on the bottom. Greg Jodiet, Aiden Gould, Jacob Alicia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3 laps to go here at Talladega. No matter what, we will end under green flag racing conditions. There's a big wreck in the back. Trucks up and over. Gould, Geets Jr., but we stay green. Greg Jodiet on the bottom. A push. Big push. That's Derek Stanley in the 64. Alicia loses ground in the middle. And now Greg Jodiet has to outrun your pole sitter Dylan Herviton. Has teammates on the top line. The 76 of Derek Stanley right there to the rear bumper. There's Matthew Lookout in 3rd through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. They still have the entire tri-oval to get to that start, finish line. Here we go. Greg Jodiet still 76, right on his rear bumper. There goes the 76 and Derek Stanley trying to make the move for the win. Greg Jodiet hangs on, makes the block. It's a draft. Dylan Herviton upside down to the line. Greg Jodiet gets it done.
Yeah.
That'll be reviewed.
Hell yeah.
Good race, Greg. Good race.
Greg won it. Yeah.
That was insane, and the pileup was even crazier. I mean, car is still trying to finish. Multiple wrecks. We hear some guys not so happy about what happened. Let's take a look at the replay. Who do we even click on? Let's click on the very first incident during this green-white checkered. 3 wide, Leggett up into Herviton. Where does it go? Robert Keith Jr. just drives into the left rear of Raymond Wimmer, doesn't lift, there's no room. Aiden Gould, airborne. Who's that up and over? That is Raymond Wimmer. I think that's what he's talking about. So we had that happen. Now let's look here. Coming to the checkered flag, Herviton makes the move for the win. Jodiet blocks it, comes down across Leggett. Look at that truck go airborne. Oh my gosh. That was insane, flipping all the way down the front stretch. Oh, hit by Daniel Nans. Holy camole. Have you ever? And look at that finish. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Trucks going everywhere. But it's Greg and Jodiet who gets the win. He's burning it down on the front stretch, and he's waiting for us. Gregory Jodiet, you got her done, bud.
Hell yeah, man, that was fun. I don't know how we made it through that last wreck.
You found the runs. You made the right blocks. You won on Tuesday last week at Kansas. You get the win here tonight at Dega. How do you feel about tomorrow for the 4th running of the Talladega Derby? Does this get that blood pumping?
It does. It does. Gets a little confidence going, building some momentum here in this in the season, and yeah, looking forward to it. See if we can keep it up front tomorrow as well.
Who do you have to shout out for you to be able to get this done?
What was that? Somebody was talking over the mic.
Who do you got to shout out that helped get this one done?
Oh, Raymond was sticking with me. He was pushing real hard, and you know, really, we all stuck together pretty good there for a while. Alicia and Nans was there in the call. Hate what happened to him there. Fell back, fell lap down, but yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Greg, where does this win rank with with your daughter being born coming soon? Do you think, does this overshadow the week or what? Because this was insane.
I don't know. I think that might. I think she might top it. But you know.
Well, we'll see about tomorrow. Congratulations, Greg. I'll talk to you later tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Send him back down. Let's go grab the 76 of Derek Stanley. Not sure where he went, but we'll get him up into the booth. Derek, no in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
I can't find your truck, but dang, that was an epic finish out of you, P2. You were right there dogging. What did you need to get there in front of Greg?
Nice push at the end, but then I got turned, so came close. Still, P2 good.
Was this an eventful race for you? Talk about your progression. We didn't really see you that much today. You were just lingering right where you needed to be, put yourself in position, and here you are coming out P2. Does this build confidence for you?
Yeah, I was just chilling in the back the whole race, waiting for that late race caution and then make a charge at the last green white checkered. That's what I mainly do at super speedways.
Alrighty, Derek. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great night. Have a beer on me, buddy.
10-4. We'll send Derek Stanley back down. Let's grab your league organizer. Finishing P3. Looked like he could have won this deal. Legatno in the booth. He got a copy.
I got a copy.
You looked like the one to beat. You and Aiden glued together. Massive pile up twice during that race, and you still bring it home third. You were in the hazard zone. How close were you to first realistically, and do you think you could get her done tomorrow?
Yeah, I wish that caution didn't come out the first time. I feel like me and Aiden were controlling really well, and honestly, I think we had it in the bag for at least one of us, but, you know, the caution came out, I fell back to 11th, got a good start, and overall missed that last wreck and ended up P3, so I'll take it. We'll move on to Eldora next week. That'll be fun. And tomorrow night in the Dega Derby, hoping to get a little redemption.
from a league owner's perspective, how would you rate this Talladega Derby? What needs to be cleaned up? What are you going to look back on?
Just a couple small things, you know. Coming into the end, everybody's going for it. You can't really take that away from them. Everybody's going to be aggressive coming to the checkered, but a little early stuff in the beginning with just switching lanes on lap 2 and hooking a couple guys, you know, we'll clean it up. We'll talk to those guys and get it figured out. But yeah, overall, I'd say a really good race. We had really good green flag racing for a long ways, and yeah, I think it was pretty good. Something we can build off of.
Alrighty, Matt, congratulations. This was a great event out of you. We're halfway through the season. Everybody's loving this deal. I'll see you tomorrow, bud.
See you tomorrow. See you tonight.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we're going to send Matt down, and ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude your Talladega Dash Race 6 here, the Frontier Truck Tour. Did not disappoint. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Your finishing results: Greg Jodiet, Derek Stanley, Matthew Legat, Ricky Mandoka, what an effort out of him, David Wright, Aaron Warren, Jacob Licia, Michael Alfaro, Jaheim Carty, Ronnie Lane round out your top 10. Have a good night, everybody.